Hello, Tanker. Seattle Forge here. I wanted to put together a video series, or a series of replays, in which I'm not really the main attraction. I have a clan called Essex. It's named after a regiment in Canada called the Essex Kent Scottish, out of Essex and Kent counties in southwestern Ontario, incorporating the cities of Chatham and Windsor. And we've got a good bunch of guys, and so I wanted to show off a bit of what they do. So now Golf Dude 3, he's my buddy Walt, and he's been in the clan since day one. And he is probably one of the most amusing storytellers you could ever encounter. Let's take a look at the game here. What do we got? 65% chance to win. Looks good. It's a tier 7 match. And Walt's trying out his new arty, and I should probably get rid of the names. I'm so pro. I am so pro. So Walt's in his M44. Walt's a heavy tanker that's been searching for an arty to love. I don't know why, but he hasn't found that arty that makes him feel good yet, and so he's having a pretty good time with his M44. And I'll tell you this, I probably would never do a video on arty until Battle Assistant came along, which at least makes it somewhat compelling. So we can see here the enemy team is already up 1. We've lost our ELC. Our KV-85 is going to poke in the valley here. Maybe we'll get some vision. And there's an SU-100, a really skilled SU-100, hiding in the back. And of course now we've spotted their arty as well. Shells away, and it's a tracking shot. Nice one, Walt. Excellent. Just what the team needed. And he's trying to lead on that M44, his equal number. SU-100 no longer visible. Green is got a bunch of guys piled up on the lake road. We've not even entered the city yet. It's 2-1. They've lost a T1 heavy. We've lost our IS-2. That's a bad tank to lose this early in the game, top tier heavy. But their M44 makes a foolish mistake and shell away. Walt makes him pay. Score is now 3-2. Alright. Bunch of tanks spotted now at this point. And our boys have pushed hard up the valley here. Got a Skoda T25 and a Tomato KV-85. We're going to make a go at the... oh, did they take out the Blunicum? Or he was green, wasn't he? He wasn't a Blunicum. But I think he got a little damage on the KV-85 there too, didn't he? Now, this is going to be a hard shot over this ridge. He takes a look at the T-29, an important target. Shells coming into the casement. Shells away. T-29 never should have stayed there that long. Oh, and he gets lucky, and the shell hits the face. Alright, their IS is pouring in towards our base. Our few intrepid adventurers in the town there. Mixing it up a little bit. It's 4-3. Their IS gets killed. That's a fantastic result. Walt is dialing in this KV-2. What's he gonna do? So they have a couple of pretty big tanks here defending the mouth into their base. T-29 comes out in the open. You gotta go after that. Cromwell coming in to help out, another tomato player. Our VK and Skoda making a go here at holding the mouth. KV-2, that's quite an interesting place to go up on the hill there. I have to remember I can do that. And their KV-2 waxed our Stur Emil, who seems to be taking it hard. He took it hard, all right. Oh, the dream. The dream. A Tog has appeared. Well, they're still there because of the tank being nudged, and I'm pretty sure that went into the Tog. Panzer 4H and the Cromwell are dueling on the hill here. KV-2 is taking an unconventional approach to defending the valley mouth. Panzer IV-H is dead, but we have a Panther and an E25. They're coming in here to help stave the defense. Walt puts away the Cromwell. Almost 600 damage into the Cromwell. He is on 3 kills. Although I really feel bad about it. Cromwell named Hoosier Killer. Wonder where he's from. Big Ten territory, that's what. Alright, Walt is loaded up. Still got his eyes down the valley, and the KV-2 is there. And he's just taking a big whack. There's not much of him left, and he's killed before Walt can get a shell away. Luckily he didn't fire. He still has the shell in the container. We have an ELC coming in. Walt opting to let the E-25 and the Panther take care of the ELC. This team seems to be taking their getting killed really badly. Oh, enemy E-25 in the base. Walt doesn't have to deal with that, which is good. Somebody in the base. It's the T-3485, who's an absolute potato, and he's about to meet his maker. E-25 does a nice job. Where's the Panther that got him there? It was the Panther. They are working together. He's got his back into a corner. 1,076 damage on 3 kills. E-25 is on 3 kills. If you can stay behind the Unicum, chances are you're going to be okay. E-25 putting shots into the TOG. Walt's got one in the can. Tracked TOG up ahead. Finishes him for 656 damage. Fantastic. Now 12 to 13. It's just Walt and the E-25 against a KV-3, a T-29, and an ELC that seems to know what he's doing. E-25 goes a little aggro. No, Walt, you can't shoot. We're through mountains. Walt's on 4 kills. Fantastic result in artillery. E-25 is going to need help against the KV-3. Walt's dialing it in. KV-3. Get it lower, and a miss. Don't you love artillery? The minute you need to clutch, lets you down. Alright, E-25 and Walt are on 4 kills each. Take a look at Walt's Win 8 score, almost 4,000 at this point with this little Tier 6 artillery. And I like this move, backing up behind this rock outcrop here. He can fire over. Won't leave much for the KV-3 to fire at. He's got one in the can on that 19.3 second reload. KV-3 is playing it smart, actually, getting into cover there. E-25. Hey, you gotta watch out for that T-29 there, buddy. And pardon me, if you can hear anything out there, I've got my windows open. It's a lovely day in Seattle, and I have the windows open. So kill me. Alright, Walt's making a trip up the valley. Is he really going up the valley? Is he really going after the T-29? Alright, let's speed this up a little bit. No. Alright, he's turning around, just getting in a better position, a little bit more distance from him and the KV-3. Hopefully the T-29 doesn't make a rude appearance behind him. E-25 is haunting a bush. No eyes on the KV-3, who hasn't been spotted for quite a while. It's a tense moment. Team is prompting the E-25 to spot the KV-3. Oh, and the KV-3 shows up. Walt took kind of a clutch shot. Wasn't a very good one. E-25 is going to have to act fast if he'll be able to... And there's a shot from the E-25. Walt's putting another one in the can. KV-3 is aware of his presence after firing the shot. It's a tense standoff. Where's that T-29? Oh, he hits him for 234. But that wasn't enough, and the KV-3 puts Walt away. Alright, now the C-25. That's a fantastic game, Walt. Well played. Some very tough matchmaking. E25 didn't exactly come to your rescue, but he's got his own agenda. And I have to say, you know, I've played with some Unicums, and they're not generally as quite as self-centered as this guy is. Yeah. He wants you to know what he's got, I guess. One of those guys that measures in the shower. And the E25 is happy to wait this one out. 5 minutes left in the game. I'm going to speed this up, as we can only give his... Look, I mean, you can see cloud formations moving. Oh, there we go. He's got a line on the KV3. We don't know if KV3 spotted him yet, but I'm guessing no. But what else can the KV3 do except move forward and try to get a spot on the E25? He's just guessing, firing it where the shots are coming from. Yeah, this E25 is a bit perplexing, but, you know, hey, it's his game. He's obviously gotten results. I mean, you don't get 3,300 win 8 without getting some results. Alright, here's our pal Grizz in the Tier 6 Skoda. It's an autoloader with a 3-round clip that Grizz likes very much, and he's playing with our pal Zahadar, who is in his SU-100. And we're playing on Himmelsdorf, a map everyone loves. Everyone, especially artillery. And Grizz is going to go scout out the top of the hill. Zahadar is bravely going to take a look down Tank Alley, the banana. And sure, it's easy to follow the flashy Zahadar, his SU-100. But here I want to highlight Grizz playing in his T25, a tank we don't see too much in replays. It's very much a Tier 6 Chiri. That 3-round clip unloads really quickly. And he's pushing for supremacy on the hill. He's got the assistance of a T-67. We see we've got an ELC over on the left side of the hill. Chris is ignoring him for now. Zed already has 1 kill down on Tank Alley. He took out a Type 34. Chinese Tier 5 medium tank. See our T-34-85 already put one into our T-67 for some team damage, which is excellent. Good start to the game. What do we got here? 53% chance to win to start. Now we're at 50%. We've lost our Type T-34 as well, and they've lost their Amex ELC to the guys up on the hill. Zed is pushing the banana, going up Tank Alley, looking for his next engagement, and Grizz has a no shit moment as a VK3601H pops up. Only 1 shell penetrates. He's also got a Stug 3G with him with a rapid firing 75mm gun. Grizz makes the great decision to go after the Stug, but of course one of his shells bounces, and he's taking some pretty horrific damage from the Stug and the VK. The Stug's taken out, and Grizz now has open season on this VK. He's using auto-aim quite a lot here. Does get 3 pens on the side of the VK, which is fantastic, and managed to take him out. Zed is now at 2 kills. Hard to keep up with the action down there in the banana. And he's going back to base, as it appears that we've got a lot of interlopers coming back into the base. Grizz is making the wise decision to go back to the base as well, seeing the number of people pressing on it. And he's fully loaded, 3-round clip. Much more than half of his health gone after that engagement. Score is 7-6 for the good guys. We have more of our heavies intact. Our top tier tank heavy is an OI who's a total potato. E-3045 is a tomato. Grizz and Zed both green as an apple. A French apple at that. And they're making their way in there. He's going to help Zed out. Take out his German counterpart. 3 rounds in the clip go into P25 and take him out. Or at least 2, sorry. There still has 1 in the clip. Not quite sure why he didn't pick a reload here. He sees the Panzer IV-H, uses auto-aim, which of course does not lead the shot. And the potato Panzer IV-H is heading back to base to try to help out. Grizz reloads. Backs up. Oh, he's going to back up here. And has the back of the 4H as it heads in and is taking a look at the cap. 3 solid hits. Now the 7.5 second reload. Panzer IV-H still sitting still. Not quite sure what's going on there. But it was a wrecked engine or what. Grizz sets him on fire and finishes him off. 1 round left in the clip. Making his way across the garden. The park. Whatever you want to call it. Reloading his clip. Score is 13-10. Grizz has 3,027 win 8. That's before calculating in spotting. I'm thinking this AT-8 is going to give him a problem, but somebody else wrecks it. It's 14-10. Grizz zeroing in on the AMX, the artillery. Doesn't get a view from the window. Chaffee is inside the rail station. It's all up to Grizz to finish this game off. Bam! Well done. So for the same pairing again, we've got Zehedar and his SU-100, Montana Grizzly not playing the Czech autoloader, but the Japanese Tier 6 OE, or OI, or OE. This tank's a favorite of Grizz and Seal Clubbers all over the world. A replacement at Tier 6 for the KV-2 as favored derp machine. Removing opponents from the map, erasing them, deleting them from the game in 1 to 2 shots. Pretty long reload at 21 seconds. Grizz is taking the heavy tank line over a 9-0. Zed is off ahead of him to take the same line at this point. Very concerning that we don't really have much going over on the western side of the map. A Matilda, a Chaffee, and an Artie. Our VK3601H hanging back at the base to watch the center line. This is a fairly aggressive push on this side of the map. And if we take a look, we don't have much of a chance to win this. 36%, not quite favorable. But as I take a look at the enemy team, their 2 best players are in Tier 5 lights. The AMX, ELC, and the Chaffee. We'll see if they can make that big a dent in the game to make a difference. So this Potato Grant comes into view, and he's first hit by, I think, Zed on the team, and then finished off by Grizz. So Grizz has got a kill, but only 87 damage. ELC, still a pest over in the back, trying to get spots for his team. The ballsy move. OI Experimental, not a terribly good player, is peeking and poking around that corner. Matilda takes a pop from what I guess is the T-67. Once again, somebody does the majority of the damage, and Grizz picks up the kill for 24 hit points on the OI Experimental. But a kill's a kill, right? And Grizz has got 2 right now. Zed, zip. Don't know what his score is on damage at the moment. Not quite loaded. Grizz can't take a pot shot at the AMX. M4 comes into view. Ducks behind cover. Of course, the OI's armor absorbs what the M4 has to give out at this point. Grizz is pretty arty safe in this position at the moment. The 2 T-67s have taken control of the hilltop, which is a heck of an advantage on this map. M4 is making a move and is erased by Zehedar, or Zed as we like to call him. Grizz moves out in the open. He's eyeballing the T-67 on the hill. The Blunicum Chaffee is up on the hill as well. Not already safe at this point. Grizz needs to be careful. And somehow that shot goes in. Fantastic result, taking out the T-67 in one hit. 3 kills for Grizz. He's taken a hit in the side from the ELC, that ballsy ELC. Quite a good player. He's already got 1 kill to his name. And I can hear a Latina dog cat fight going on outside. Alright, M41 puts a giant hit into Grizz from the front. They're moving up the hill. Zed still playing down below. And of course he takes out the T-67, which has been giving him some problems. Grizz is going to take a look at the expanse. This hill on this map gives a great view into most of the map, and if you have the vision, it's a fantastic spot. The M41 finds Grizz again, and that Nashorn gets away. The snapshot from Grizz doesn't net a kill. We can assume that the Nashorn wasn't hit at all. It's a fragile box of a tank, doesn't respond well to HE. Chaffee is still being cheeky and trying to get spots up here on the hill so his teammates can help him out. And the Chaffee on their team takes out the Easy 8. Alright, we have another opportunity with the Nashorn, and we're double bushed at this point. Zooming in, the aim takes forever. Waiting for the shell. All 600 health from the Nashorn removed by the OE. 4 kills for Grizz, 2 for Zed. Score is 9-9. Kills more evenly distributed on the enemy team, while the Essex clan has 6 of the 9 kills for the green team. Chaffee making a run at the base. Grizz tries to give him the eyeball, does get a peek at him. It takes an iffy shot, doesn't get a kill. SU-100Y is moving his way up the center road towards our cap. Bet you wish I had that shell back, Grizz, at this point. 73 points taken from the SU-100Y, and now it fades out. And you can see that Zed has been pretty engaged in doing damage, but he's down to 13 hit points. And let's take a look. We have a 12% chance to win, 7% chance to win at this point. You gotta wonder what these boys need to do. Oh! And the SU-100Y is taken out by our boys. 5 kills for Grizz, 2 for Zed. Chance to win 7%. Well, they're in our cap. Chaffee making a move, the VK-36 making a counter move to try and sweep him out. OI Experimental still over on the other side, out of view of the Essex clan. 2 best players on their team still in the game. The Chaffee with 2 kills, the AMX ELC with 1. Zed making a move, not quite sure what he's doing right there. Digging in behind cover perhaps. The Chaffee has taken out the VK, and so we only have a Panzer 38 defending the cap. The Chaffee, 3 kills. Fantastic result. Really good player, very impressive. Grizz is up to 1,217 damage. Some of those kills were pretty dicey. 87 points, 24 points. Doesn't rack up a lot of... And we lose our Panzer 38 to the Chaffee. Alright, Essex Clan is going back to our cap. Make a cap defense. Speculative shot from Zed in the SU-100. Doesn't net a result. They both move up trepidatiously towards the cap. Alright, the Chaffee, I believe... No! Chaffee's out of the game. I missed that somehow. One of the enemy team is in the cap. There's only one of him. I have to look back and see how the Chaffee was removed. Well done. If you'd like to have a better look at the Chaffee, I did do a video on the American tank line. You can take a look at. Chaffee is one of my favorite tanks. Just bought it back a little while ago. Alright, so the ELC out of reach of Grizz. Zed still pushing on the cap. ELC still gaining cap points as we speak. We're down to 51 seconds. Grizz shoots a rock. It's a tactic I've employed many times, not usually on purpose. Zed's got a spot on the AMX. Grizz trying to pull him into view. "28 seconds left on the cap. Can the ELC pull it out?" Looks like the ELC's making a move. He runs off the cap, but is still taken out by Zed. So now we have the OI with Montana Grizzly at 5 kills. SU-100 piloted by Zehador at 3 kills. And now they make a move to push toward the enemy cap. Cap defended. Time to go on the offense. And we'll speed this up a little bit because big, slow, stupid tanks like this, not exciting to watch them. Oh!
Sorry, I didn't catch that. Please try again.
And you can hear my Alexa trying to respond to what I'm saying, which is insane. Alexa, shh. And Zed gets the kill on the enemy arty. It's 9 kills for the Essex clan. You know, I could edit that bit with my Amazon Echo out, but I'm not going to, because that's how pros do it, right? They just work with what they're given. Now we're making you move up. Zed going towards the western flank, and Montana Grizzly heading up the gut towards the enemy cap. By the way, the Amazon Echo is an amazing tool. Oh! We have the enemy already sighted. Riz throwing in the aim. Target disappears. It's still a kill. Nice job. 6 kills for Montana Grizzly. Top Gun. 10 kills for the Essex clan in total. It's a 14-3 game with only the Potato OI Experimental left. Grizz making his way up towards the cap. OI last spotted at B2, which he's still at. That's remarkable. We're just trying to pull into aim. He's got the target sighted. He's zooming in. Zed puts 1 into the OI Experimental. Another hit from Grizz removes 207 hit points. Kind of cheated, but at least it's a hit. Will the OI Experimental fire back? No! Zed takes him out, and that's the end of the game. So this is a match in which we have 3 members of the Essex clan. We've got Montana Grizzly, my buddy Sean, Golf Dude 3, my buddy Walt, and Zehador, my buddy Tony, playing in a Tier 7 match. 60% chance to win, mostly due to them, I'm afraid. Zed is playing one of the tanks I loathed and whined and bitched about the most when I was grinding through it, the VK3002D. And he plays it almost constantly as a reminder to me that I'm a shit tanker. Not that this is a good tank, but that he's a better player and can make any tank good. So here we have this Chaffee. Now, Zed doesn't make an impressive start to this game with several whiffs, but he does put the Chaffee away. He's got an E25 taking shots at the front of him. He backs up sensibly. Radio Man is out. Zed is on 1 kill. It's a 1-0 game. Takes a snapshot of the E25, which misses, and that's about the only thing he misses for the rest of this game. So, the platoon of the Essex clan is moving up rather uniformly. Zed takes the high-risk position here. Oh, he was going to take a shot at the Chiri, but instead ends up taking out the Lukes, and he has time to take out the Chiri. Not a whole lot of damage racked up so far, but 3 kills on 236 damage. And this KV-2 walks in front of his gun, and a T1 Heavy takes a pop with HE and bounces. Why would the T1 Heavy be firing HE? He's a moron. He is a potato, after all. He doesn't know the game very well. OI comes into play and takes a nice hit from Zed. So he gets the reroll, and unfortunately gets a bounce. That's the problem I have with this tank, is the pen isn't great. T1 Heavy takes another pop. No good. And Zed finishes off the T1. Now moves in to take a look at the KV2, who's not looking at him at the moment, which is handy. And sets up to 5 kills. 5 kills. 5 kills. Montana Grizzly has 2, and Walt, Golf Dude 3, and the Tiger P has 1. The Hummel comes into view. Shot on the move goes in perfectly. Another shot finishes up the Hummel. He's probably going to take one from the left here, who's a tomato, but still does knock one into him. And Zed wrecks him. He's up to 7 kills. So we have a total of 10 kills for the Essex clan. He backs up, takes a pop at the KV-1, but bounces. Lines up for another one, perhaps a little better aimed. Blam! Takes out the ass end of him. Radley Walters medal secured. This is such a fast match. Such a fast match. We're barely 3 minutes into this game, and the clan has secured a crucial contribution with 12 kills. Zed with the Radley Walters. There's a couple E25s in our base. I'm thinking that our team's going to cap out, but luckily there's a little bit of a step out, buys a little bit of time. Our cap is reset. Zed moves in on the last remaining player, the E25. Pops one into him. It's embarrassing. And the last kill finishes off the E25 for a fantastic end of game. Fantastic match. Congratulations, Essex Clan. You represented well.